Good evening. We're in beautiful Madrid, where the sun has set already, but it's still warm on the balcony. We're getting ready for the first YCS after the World Championship. It's just been 4 weeks, but a lot has happened since.
Yeah, definitely.
Infinities has won the World Championship.
Yep.
Will we expect to see a lot of Infinities again tomorrow?
A lot's changed in the 4 weeks since the World Championships. The advanced constructed list is different. We had a special Forbidden Unlimited list for the World Championships, and now we're going back to the regular advanced constructed Forbidden Unlimited list. We've just had Duelist Alliance, which is landed into the metagame.
It's one of the strongest sets of all time, I think.
In a very long time, so much has come out, and we're going to see Statella Knights. These are straight out the gate, very strong deck. One of the best counter traps in the game at the moment.
Right.
Just having a way to stop your opponent every turn is so powerful. You have Shadows, which will punish anybody trying to get their play around with the extra deck.
Right. And then we got the Burning Abyss as well.
Yes, Burning Abyss, which is a brand new archetype. Not the OCG, we've got no results to even look at from this. This deck's just come out of left field for a lot of the players. This is a huge surprise.
So you've been working on the set, of course. Did you expect it to have such an impact on the constructed metagame?
Yeah, from the very get-go, I knew immediately, particularly Burning Abyss.
Right.
After just playing around with it for a few hands, and it was just like, oh my god, this is actually incredible.
I remember when I first saw the deck, I thought like, well, okay, this is generating card advantage, and it like maintains a strong field presence over and over, turn after turn. But like, how does it actually win the game?
Yeah, this is a big issue because a lot of players have got different opinions on how to run the Burning Abyss deck. You've got the group that wants to play Supply Squad and just overwhelm the opponent with
card advantage,
lots of cards and lots of Exy summons. You've got the other group that use Rank Up Magic, Astral's Force.
A great card in that archetype.
In the original testing for the set, I was actually sat there playing this card going, oh my god, this is amazing, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then while I was waiting on the forums and scouring through, looking at all the comments, I was like, somebody say Astral Force. Somebody say Astral Force. Say Astral Force. Say Astral Force. I slammed my hand on the desk and went, there it is.
What kind of moment was that for you?
It's great when you get that, when you've been playing with something internally, and you wait to see how everybody else learns about it and makes their own discoveries, and everyone gets excited about it, and you think, that was the train of thought I went to.
Are you more proud of yourself or more proud of the player that saw it?
Oh, the player that found it, honestly. Every time that happens, we're like, go on, say it. Say it.
So, like, these seem to be the big three decks going into the event. How do they pan out against each other? Is there like a triangle where you say like Burning Abyss beats Shadows beat, and so on?
It's really difficult to say at the moment. For example, Shadows should have the advantage over both decks because both of the other decks require a lot of Exy summons, but of course the players piloting those other decks are very aware that this is their standout weakness, and they're going to be playing cards like Vanity's Emptiness to shut down the Shadow fusion, and they're going to be playing lots of cards to stop that Shadow deck getting there. So a deck that would, by basic standards, have an advantage, the players know this, and they're going to be actively working around this, so it sort of brings the decks all in line.
Right.
If I was playing in this tournament, I'd want to play Burning Abyss, but I'd probably chicken out and actually play Statella Knights.
Right.
Because I think the counter trap is so amazing against everything. So you're going to get people showing up with decks that aren't from these new three. You're going to be looking at maybe more Boojins,
It just stops everything that in its tracks.
Exactly.
And you're not even like sacrificing anything.
Yeah, you're gaining you're drawing your card back. Yeah. You're locking out your opponent's best play, and a lot of the players that are going to do really well with the Statella deck are the ones that are going to be able to know when to sit on their counter trap and when they have to use it.
Right. What is so it's one question to like think what is the best deck, but there's a different scenario when you're asking about what is the best deck for the tournament, which is going to be a long tournament where you have to keep your focus throughout the day over the course of 2 days, in fact. So is one deck much easier to play than the other ones?
Well, that's a very good question, because I'd say something like Burning Abyss, because you're keeping track of those once per turn effects from Graf, Sir, and Skarm. It can get very difficult, mentally taxing over the day, because you are using Dante to send lots of cards away, keeping track. Shadow, again, another deck that you're constantly remembering what cards are in your deck for your Shadow fusions. Statella Knights, I think you can almost look at your cards and just play them. Yeah. Like, cause it's like, oh, this one searches for another one, or this one gets back a guy who then searches for another guy.
So Statella Knights seems like the obvious
for me, that'd be me, but that's my mentality.
Right.
It's how I'd be able to not overtax my brain, because playing a deck like the Gishki deck, for one point, is something that's so impressive when you see it, but then when you realise 9 rounds later, like hour-long rounds, it just melts, and you just make all these misplays, and it's just horrible for you.
Right. So in conclusion, it's going to be a fun event, an exciting event this weekend once again.
Absolutely.
We have Europe's finest players. I mean, it's going to be a home advantage for Rodrigo Togores, a former European champion. He's definitely going to be there. We saw him earlier already. We've got some of Germany's finest players coming over who have made quite an impression in the last few events. And then we're going to see some Brits, your home country.
Yes, we're going to see a few of those. Actually, one of my favourite players, Gihan. He's not a well-known player, but he's just always in a good mood. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And you ask him, he goes, what are you playing? He goes, Shadow, badly. Oh, okay. Well, you've got half the puzzle sorted out.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, lots of exciting decks, lots of, well, veterans of the game playing it. What is your biggest wish for the weekend?
Biggest wish is actually for Yang Zings to win, because at the moment they're completely off the radar for everyone. But mostly for everyone to have fun. We've got the first format of first YCS of the summer format, where Duelist Alliance is legal. I want to see lots of Duelist Alliance cards being thrown around, and also see some of the older themes like Battery Men. Also, just recently picked up a new card.
Got a new card, yeah.
I remember I saw the discussions about it. I was like, "Is this deck real again?" And like immediately went and put it together, and went, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
This is nuts, yeah.
I was like, "Oh, how did I miss this? This is so good." So if something like Battery Men came out and win, it would be absolutely fantastic just to look at it and go, "Wow, that guy figured it out." Right.
So you can follow us the whole weekend. We're going to have written coverage. We're going to have a live stream where we present you with all the feature matches. There's so much to see this weekend. Just join us for the following 48 hours and enjoy the stream.
Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning.